All right, welcome back to the Stardew Valley Grandpa Challenge. The challenge where we attempt to achieve perfection role-playing as a grandpa who cannot take a single hit point of damage. There's only one rule. You take one hit point of damage, we reset the file. Also, I came up with a new thumbnail. I felt like the other one was just a little bit too busy, and this one was a bit more in my style. So I'm glad that I took the time to make this. Hopefully you guys like it. All right. We're still in the middle of Silverhook Spring, but we've achieved most of our goals, right? Getting, actually, we should be able to get farming level 6 pretty soon. Well, I guess by the end of spring, once we harvest all our strawberries. Yes, we do. We still need to upgrade our axe, get the crops, turn those in, and make a lot of preserves jars. The problem we have right now with the preserves jars is that we don't have the coal to make all 40, or even to make the first batch that I had put in my my spreadsheet over here. Where is it? It was like spring. Yeah, over here, spring 22. I just calculated based on the estimate of how much money we would make just from fishing every day. I thought to myself, okay, well, you know, we can make 32 preserves jars, and that will bring us down to, you know, close to zero. But the problem is that that's based off of an estimate of using wood with a kiln. I don't know if we have the money for all. We did get a bunch of money. We'll have to log in and see how much money we actually have, because it's been raining every day, so we've just been catching catfish. I wonder, it should be spring 21. Here, let's quickly peek at it. Spring 21, and we got 45,000 coins. So I wonder if it's worth going to Robin. I wonder if it's worth going to Robin to purchase all the materials for this. It's just tricky to think about. Or, I mean, we can wait. We can go on spring 22 as well. Like, getting all the preserves jars going is important, but it's like, it's hard to make a decision because I feel like I'm weighing different options, you know, because it's like the preserves jars, if we get them going, they start producing gold per day. But it's not like we lose money. We just lose maybe some extra time for processing stuff. Or it means that maybe we'll have to make even more preserves jars later to catch up in order to process all of the strawberries that we've made, for example. Hey Marina, what's up? Welcome in. How are you? So yeah, the only reason I would want to go to Robin to get more materials today would be if I'm really concerned about money. Oh, that actually could be a concern. Hold on, let me think about this. Because if we start processing, wait, take a look at this again. Wait, spring 21, it's a Sunday. If we start processing tomorrow, then we'll only be able to get in two cycles because it takes 3 days, right? And it'll take 6 days total for us to get our cycles in. So you get 2 cycles of preserves jars. In this case, strawberry jam. Well, actually, we have a lot of roe that's even more valuable than this jam. If I think about it, like the money doesn't matter as much. In fact, we might end up selling a lot of these raw strawberries just because I mean, hold on a second. We have this. Wait, let me see here. row. Oh, it doesn't show us. How is the price of row calculated? It's 30 plus the base fish price divided by 2. Because I'm wondering if, for example, oh, you've got, oh, is it Brazil against Japan today? Is that who's playing? I'm doing well, Marina. Thank you. I'm enjoying this summer weather, though honestly, it is a bit too hot here in Finland. Um, but I'm able to get out for my run before it gets too hot. So yeah, so the sell price would be for our what is it? Jam, strawberry jam, 290. I wish that it would show the row over here. Hold on. Let me just quickly. If we know 290 minus 30 is 260 divided by 2. So any fish that has a base price of 130. The base price. Yeah. Here we go. So the row. So even the flounder isn't good. Largemouth bass is not good enough. Oh, wow. So, okay, goby and beyond. So pretty much everything that we were catching, except for catfish, right? Which of these have we been getting row? Yeah, we should we prioritize the catfish row over the strawberries. I think that should be it, right? Yeah. Catfish and obviously the legend. The legend is the most valuable thing you can put in a preserves jar, I believe. But yeah, everything else, that row we can wait to process until we've done all the strawberries. Unless we need to sell strawberries to purchase more stuff at the beginning of summer. But we'll see. Yeah, warmer weather sometimes needs strategies. True, yeah. Although I was quite surprised. I go to this outdoor gym. We have, like, in my town, there's like a track with a little outdoor gym. And there were a bunch. Usually when I go, there's like maybe one other person there. It's not that many. It's not a big outdoor gym. It's like there's probably in total like 8 machines, and then like a jungle gym thing, you know. And when I was, it was crazy how busy it was. It was like there must have been like 8 to 10 people there. It was like everything was packed. Um, and in true Finnish fashion, nobody was talking to each other. We were just all minding our own business, getting our workout in. And then I went for a run. I got out into the forest. It's a bit cooler in the shade in the forest than running out along the road. But running in the forest is a bit trickier in the summer as well with snakes. There's only a few months in Finland when snakes can come out. Otherwise, they hibernate like 9 months of the year. It's crazy. And then they all come out, and it's like snake festival. It's Burning Man for snakes. And but you know, today I didn't see any snakes. I'm kind of surprised. Like usually I see at least one snake out in the forest. Um, but yeah. Yes, it was total silence, pretty much. Yeah. The funny thing is though, if you talk to a Finnish person, they don't get annoyed by you. Like it's you would think that everyone is so silent because like talking to each other is just so horrible and uncomfortable. And maybe it is a little uncomfortable, but once you start chatting, people are like really nice, and they'll be like, oh yeah, where are you from, and what brought you to Finland, and they start chatting it up. I don't know. Maybe it's also if you're like a foreigner and and you speak in English, maybe that loosens I don't know, the gears for Finnish people. Um, But anyway, sorry. Okay, we were strategizing here. Let me get back to this. I want to get. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to fish for more catfish because we can catch like 40 plus catfish. We might have to visit Willie and purchase a few more items, you know? But yeah, I'm thinking let's go for the catfish. All right. Pet the dog for good luck. Fortune teller. Very displeased spirits today. Not great. Queen of sauce. We got our radish salad. And what's the weather report for tomorrow? At least it'll be sunny tomorrow. I won't be tempted. Yeah, what do I need to bring with me? I'll bring these catfish. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, the catfish roe, that's a good amount of catfish roe, actually. We'll put the catfish roe in the preserves jars as well. And, of course, the legend roe. We've got all this chub I could eat. But I should have trout soup as well. But at the very least, we got smallmouth bass, so that'll keep us safe. What else do we got in here? Nothing else I think I need to bring. I mean, and we do have a good amount of coal, right? Like, even if we just, hold on, wait, 116 divided by 8, that's enough for 14 preserves jars. So we can even just tomorrow, if we purchase the wood and stone, we can immediately craft 14 preserves jars. And that's half of the total, almost, of what I want to get by whatever, spring 22. But yeah, it's fine though. We'll be a little bit late with preserves jars from what I planned, but unless we purchase the coal directly from Clint. But I'd rather not. I think it's worth it to save a little bit. Hey Jay, what's up? Welcome in. How are you? In Marina, we could never, you mean in Brazil? You guys would all be talking to each other, chatting it up. All right, this is it, right? I don't need anything. And I already have the catfish bait on here with... I do need to... Oh, wait, well, actually, everything should be back. I'm not even going to get the forage. I'm just leaving it. I'm just going to leave it. Stardew has such good sound design. Oh, we have plenty. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Oh, and we have more catfish roe here. We got... All right. We just start fishing now. Will you be talking at least some sentences, Marina? It's actually really strange when I go back to the US and like random people just start talking to me. I'm not used to that. I mean, granted, it's not like we really say anything in the US to each other, but if you're passing somebody, you'll just be like, hello, good morning, hey, how are you? Finnish people. Oh, I should have had the trout soup, I forgot. Oh, wow. We're going to need all the bait we can get. I'm glad I purchased all the extra, what is it, trap bobbers. Uh-oh. Hold up. Catfish wants me to get the treasure chest. Thank you very much. Sometimes the fish are just really nice. They're just trying to help you out. Like, don't catch me too quickly. You got a treasure over here. What's up, Kaimo? Welcome in. How are you? You just finished the 4 Precious Stones quest and also found an auto petter. Nice. Auto petter. It's so funny that the auto petter is like such a rare item. Because there's no other item that is that difficult to acquire. Like all the other, I don't know, like farming, for lack of a better word, appliances. I don't know what to call them. Like you can get them more easily. You can buy them from Marnie or from somewhere. I'm surprised that Marnie doesn't have an auto petter, especially given that she's evil and has a dungeon. Well, actually, it makes sense. She would have a torture device. All of her auto petters are torture devices. Maybe that's how Joja got their auto petters. Like, she innovated this highly efficient twisting, like medieval wheel for torturing poor animals. This is horrible. Actually, I actually feel bad saying all this out loud. But Joja was like, well, we can't sell that. That's not marketable. So Joja turned it into a petting device. So maybe Joja's doing some good out in the world, Maybe they're in cahoots with evil Marnie, but probably not really. Not actually. Like, I think Joja is quite neutral. I know a lot of people hate Joja, but it's sort of like they will do whatever it takes to make money, And sometimes that means actually doing nice things, right? They can't treat their customers like too bad, right? And they're making the community improvements and whatnot. Of course, it's within a larger corporate strategy or whatnot. But the corporation has no desire to like dominate the way that for example, Sauron would, right? They just want to make a lot of money. It's very economic. It's very capitalistic in that way, ruthless kind of. But it's not like evil Marnie who just gets pleasure from depriving other beings of happiness. So yes, I feel like they're unaware that Marnie, actually, nobody in town knows that Marnie's evil. Nobody knows what happened to the real Marnie. And I mean, that's just natural. Oh my gosh, I might lose this catfish. Oh no, it very kindly came down. Is it actually a thing that the fish has a chance to just go and hang out at the treasure chest for you? Like if there's a treasure chest, it'll be like, oh, here, I'll help you. I don't think that's in the code. But coincidentally, it just happened a couple times, so that's why I'm thinking about it. Anyways, sorry, I'm trying to read chat a little bit. The fun has arrived. Finnish people, why is this person talking to me? You're a Skull Cavern pro, Jay. That's how you got that auto petter. Uh-oh. Kaimo, you were in a lot of pain this morning, but you just started streaming games. Hey! Yeah, I remember you mentioning you were going to start streaming. How's it going? What games are you streaming? Dude, this catfish, what the heck? If I didn't have the trap bobber, I would have lost this catfish at the beginning. The trap bobber makes all the difference. You did your first video, only a short 17-minute thing to show off how crappy your Pal World bases look. I've heard Pal World is pretty fun, but I haven't played it. It'd be fun. I have so many games in the backlog, with like Subnautica and Valheim, and a bunch of others that I've got on sale that were like, the overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, and I just haven't gotten around to playing them. Some of them might be older games, like old puzzle games and whatnot, that are just sort of classics. Yeah. You've been busting your back the last couple of days making a cloth rag doll from Io, Curse of the Chosen. I saw it. I just saw it on the Discord. Thanks for posting a picture of it. Oh, did you recommend Curse of the Chosen to me already? You sent me a link, I think, to like the Amazon page for it, maybe. Speaking of Joja. But yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that you made the that little rag doll. It was really cute. My back has been a little sore as well. It's really, my lower back is just really stiff. Really only in the morning, like right when I wake up. It's really strange. Like, I'm not doing anything to hurt it. I don't feel like any aspect of my lifestyle is different from how it normally is. It's not like I'm suddenly like in a garden hunched over or something, you know, and it's like, oh shoot, my body isn't adapted to that. Oh, you know what? We need to have more of this. More trout soup. Bait it up. But fortunately, my back isn't in pain. It's just really tight. It's kind of like, you know, it's tight and you're like, you just feel like an old man. You're like, I don't want to bend over. It feels like it's almost going to get injured, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't actually hurt yet, but it just feels like if I bend over too quickly, I might hurt it. But the strange thing is it doesn't hurt at all when I go for my runs. That's what's really weird about it. It only hurts when I'm like getting out of bed in the morning and I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I'm too old. It's actually grandpa. It's the grandpa challenge. It's maybe subconsciously my body is getting me into the grandpa character, you know. How many catfish do you think we're gonna have by the end of today? By midnight. Well, that's what the last we can. We've already got 3 iridium catfish. I'm not even paying attention to how I'm. Actually, I'm not trying that hard, to be honest. But I'm just rambling. But seriously, the catfish bait is overpowered. You want to make a Nemus doll? Is that another character from the Curse of the Chosen? Age comes for all of us, Marina. I feel quite lucky in terms of aging. I think I'm aging quite well. Not that I'm old. But I think some people might be surprised. But I think it helps being so physically active. Like just going for runs almost every day and, you know, doing some strength training. Not stressing out too much. I mean, I did stress out a little bit with the residence permit application. But now that I've got permanent residency, dude, I am cool as a freaking cucumber, baby. Oh. Finland has to put up with me now. You made the mistake. Your immigration officer, they had the opportunity. They could have deported me, but you know what? You know, you can't Can't catch him. You can't catch me, all right? But honestly, I actually did the best immigrant application of all time. Oh no, I'm not. Dude, did you see that? That catfish sabotaged the treasure chest. I was trying to go down to get the treasure chest, and the catfish went down with me. Lame. That treasure chest probably had a prismatic shard in it. We'll never know. We'll never know. Good, I can't read chat. I keep catching fish too fast. Misspent youth. You will all join me one day, Kaimo. Kaimo, are you older than me? Nothing can stop Tyler now. Yes, that's right. Permanent. Well, the next step is to apply for citizenship. But I need to pass the Finnish language exam. And you better believe I'm studying like crazy for it. I mean, Jay knows. Jay in chat, he's been helping me when I think of stuff in Finnish. Or I've been practicing Finnish while fishing. Uh-oh. This fish. Oh. Dude, what the? So we'll see. We'll see. I think I'm doing more Finnish practice than I've ever done before. I'll say that. Like, as a percentage of my time, I'm really spending a lot of time listening to the Selko Uutiset, the clear news in Finnish, the easy Finnish. But I'll tell you this, it's not easy Finnish. It's still very difficult Finnish. But I feel like if you get good at understanding the news in Finnish, and you can just listen to that one time and understand everything, I think that's already a pretty high level, even if it's technically in the easy Finnish, and they're talking a little more slowly, right? Maybe a lot more slowly. But still, I am noticing that I can understand more words more quickly. Like, I don't have to, like, pause and think about what a word means. I'm just sort of like, oh, yeah, okay, I think I understood that sentence. Oh, how about that? We got some more iridium ore. Love to see it. Have another trout soup. Still going through all our bait. Ah. But yes. Wait, Kaimo, you were born November 1988? Wait, are you making that up? But yes, olet edistynyt selvästi paljon. You've clearly made a lot of progress. Usein tiedät oikein vastauksen, mutta et välttämättä luota itseesi. Okay, now some of this is a little more difficult. Often you know the right answer, but you don't necessarily trust yourself. Ah, et luota itsesi. That's new. That's new for me. Oh, yeah, Kaimo, you should totally stream Stardew. That's a good one. Hey, Dendari, what's up? Welcome in. How are you? Person with thalassophobia plays Bioshock for first time. You're gonna do that? That's the fear of like large structures underwater, or is it the fear of like lots of little holes? I don't know which one is which. Wait, Kaimo, are you actually born in November 1988? I thought I was wondering because that's when I was born. Like, where I thought you said November 1988 because you knew that was my birthday and you were just joking with me. But that'd be crazy if we actually have the same birthday. What day of November? That's the question. Hymophobia is the fear of waves. Kaimo, you're born November 1st. You are 3 days older than me. November 4th. The best. Growing up, the number 4 was always my favorite number. You know how, like, as you're a kid, you have a favorite number, you have a favorite color? I had number 4, that was me. I think I even got to choose that number as, like, my jersey number for some sports. I was number 4, and my favorite color was blue. Like 90% of all boys, my favorite color was blue. But I distinctly remember liking blue from the Crayola crayons. There was this one blue crayon called Cerulean. And even the word cerulean just sounded so epic. I was like, hell yeah, my favorite color is cerulean. What about you? Oh, you like blue? I'm cerulean. Dindari, doing okay. Glad the heat wave is over for now, at least. Are you in Germany, right? It is a small world. You met a girl that was actually born on the same day as you and in the same hospital. I haven't had that happen. There are a lot of people. I've met a lot of people born on the same day. I feel like everyone has met at least like a few people growing up, right? But I remember my first like elementary school crush. I went to a new school. I was in 3rd grade, and there was this girl who I was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. And her name was Angelica. And I was like, she's an angel. And then in class, we went around the classroom and we all had to like say our birthdays or something. Somehow our birthdays got put up on a board or something like this. And we shared the same birthday. And I was like, this is a sign from God. This is God anointing us to be together forever. This was in 3rd grade. No, we did not end up together. We never dated because I left the school like after 6th grade. But she was actually really nice. Like, she was a really cool person. And she spoke Spanish. I mean, her name, Angelica, right, is a Spanish name. Her mom was the Spanish teacher at our school. And I was just like, just a third grade little boy, like, smitten by this Spanish speaking angel of a girl. And we have the same birthday. Who knows? Maybe she thought the same thing about me. You know, maybe she was like, oh my God, I have the same birthday as the new guy. It is so funny thinking back to those times when you were little. And it's like the intensity of the emotion as well, you know? And it just being so instinctual. Like just having a crush on someone, like no one teaches you that. Let me get the treasure chest. Let me get the treasure chest. I keep getting so many amphibian fossils. All right, how are we doing on the bait? Pretty good. Oh, that almost could have been a perfect with the treasure chest. I gotta read chat. Sorry, guys. Your best friend's boyfriend's birthday is the same as yours, Marina, but he's older, like a year or so. Got some gold ore as well. You're born on your mom's birthday, Abby. Wow. Oh, and by the way, welcome in, Abby. You've only met one other person who has your birthday. Your husband also shares the same birthday as his mom? Hold on, I have to check the chat again. Oh, as his own mom. Yeah. All right, it's 8:40 p.m. There isn't that much time, but there's still enough. There's like 3 hours, 20 minutes. I'll go ahead and eat a trout soup. It does make it a lot easier. Angelica's the name of a horrible little demon girl in Rugrats. Yeah. Although, to be fair, I did not watch Rugrats as a kid. There was some strange paranoia the baby boomer parents had about the Rugrats. Do you remember this? Especially if you grew up with, like, more religious parents. They were like, Rugrats is gonna convert you into being a horrible person. It's gonna teach you how to be a bad person. I think it was one of those scenarios where, like, nobody's parents had actually ever seen Rugrats for themselves to know if it was bad or not. They had all just heard various preachers and pundits talk about Rugrats is gonna corrupt the children. Wait, I want the treasure chest, alright? I want my prismatic shard. Thank you. Watch it be prismatic shard. Okay, how am I doing with the bait? We're still good. Let me catch up with you guys. It was 41 degrees for you, Dindari? Wow. You were just chilling in the bathroom? Yeah, plus 28's been the worst so far for us, yeah. I was outside earlier, it was 27, and I was like, wow, I'm melting. Only your twin. Wait, Jay, you have a twin? I thought 27 was the only one with a twin who's normally in chat. But wait, you have a twin? A clone. Kaimo, any crush you had, slash any quote-unquote crush anyone had on you? I like the scare quotes. Before the age of 18, actually before 30, really, was just cringe. I feel like everything that happened to me when I was a child, and even as an adolescent, looking back on it, I don't cringe. I'm almost proud that I did as well as I did. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like after 25, then I look back on times where I was like, okay, that's cringe, like, but before that, nah. Even in my mistakes, I'm still glorious. My coming of age. It's just part of my hero's journey, all right? But yes, another, the only real relationship you ever had was with your current boyfriend. Wait, Dindari, 43 catfish, is that in a day? Wow, yes. Yes, well, now we have 50 catfish. This is the best catfish day we've had so far, for sure. When you get the bait maker and you're just fishing with catfish bait, it's incredibly effective. So yeah, it's a good tip if you want to make money in spring. You remember there being a-hole parents complaining because Rugrats had Jewish representation? Yeah, there's so much nonsense that goes around. But I just remember my parents being like, no, the children in Rugrats, they don't behave well. They treat each other horribly, and we don't want you guys watching that. It was something like that. And it was also funny because none of us even wanted to watch Rugrats. It wasn't like we begged our parents and they said no. Like, we had plenty of other shows, and like we played outside a lot. So it was one of those preemptive things that like my parents were like, oh, just so you know, you can't watch Rugrats. We were like, oh, okay, all right. But yes, you missed Saturday's stream? Stacy, welcome in. Did you miss anything? We just fished the whole time. We were just fishing like this because we keep getting so many rain days. It's insane. So we're making the most of it with catfishing. You preferred Hey Arnold, Kaimo? I did watch some Hey Arnold, yeah, and Invader Zim, but your parents really thought that one was demonic. There was a Rugrats movie about Chucky, so his mom already passed away, and there's one scene where Chucky looked out the window and the background music was I Want a Man That Lasts Forever. That made you cry as a child, Dindari? Yeah. Kaimo, you're proud of how well you did because you survived your childhood. It was not good to say the least. Not as bad as some others, though. Yeah. Yeah, just growing up is so strange. It's so intense, you know? Wait, hold on. Let me just see. Yeah, we have enough. I think we have enough bait. I don't need to make some more. And plenty of life left on the trap bobber. I was gonna say something or respond. Oh yeah, favorite shows from childhood. Well, yeah, we weren't allowed to watch The Simpsons. Not until I was like 13. 12 or 13, I think I was allowed to watch it. And it was glorious. When I finally got around to watching The Simpsons as a 12-year-old, I'm like, oh my god. This is the best show ever. Other shows, I mean, but cartoons that I watched as a kid. I just remember watching a lot of Cat Dog Angry Beavers. A show with the kids that were all skateboarders in Santa Monica that I never remember the name of. What else did I watch a lot of? I think it's a lot of Disney cartoons as well. Like, was it Kim Possible? Was that on the Disney Channel? Trying to remember. But of course, watched a lot of like classic cartoons. I remember as a kid, my favorite thing was Quack Attack. There was a brief period on Disney Channel before it became like soap operas, when they would have just all the classic cartoons. Oh wait, why'd I cast like that? That was a mistake. And they would do Quack Attack, and it would just be like an hour of Donald Duck cartoons. I loved that. Or DuckTales. I watched a lot of DuckTales, also played the video game. So much fun. Or like classic cartoons like Flintstones and Jetsons. Watched a lot of that. Gotta pay attention to the time here. Dexter's Laboratory. Watched a lot of that. Hey, Amber, what's up? Welcome in. Ah. I guess I'll do one more cast. Nope, too late. I'll still catch whatever it is on here. But it's not gonna be a catfish. Ah. All right. What all do I want to bring back? Is this all the bait that I have? No, I definitely have like 500 bait somewhere. All right, let's take all of our fish. I'm going to leave the trout soup down here because this is the only place we would need it. I'll leave the catfish bait. I'll even leave the deluxe bait. And I'll leave that. That's probably fine. There we go. Now we go home. That's crazy. We have 57 catfish. Oh shoot, wait. I'll save these. Sell this. I want to save 3 of these. So we're selling 54 catfish. Oh, I keep all the bait here. That's, yeah, I do remember now. We got some shad roe. Oh, we need to make like another chest for all this stuff. We're gonna... Maybe I'll just start putting some books in here. there's, there's no space. This is a classic problem. Well, tomorrow we're gonna uh I'll just whatever, just put it like this. We do have time. I am gonna run down here. All right. Are we good? I might as well just grab a few things, like, because I know tomorrow. If, well, okay. Oh, here's what I'm thinking. If we are gonna start jarring, if we're gonna start preserved jarring, and we want things, well, I guess we do get an extra day because we don't have to have it ready by the 28th. It just only needs to be ready by the 1st, when we purchase all the seeds and set up our summer farm, right? So if we start kegging, or not kegging, but jarring tomorrow evening, Monday, then it takes, is it in the morning on the 4th day then? Instead of 3 days, it takes like an extra day. Sunday. So we'd start on Monday. It would be like, normally it would be Tuesday, Wednesday. We get on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it'll just be delayed one day. So instead of getting it on Sunday, the second harvest on Sunday, we'll get it on Monday. And then we can just go to we'll be going to Pierre anyway. We can just sell a bunch of stuff to him then. But yes. Anyways. Let me come back to you. Shoot, I need to catch up with you guys in chat. We're talking about so many cool things. This is the rainiest spring ever, Amber. I totally agree. It's been amazing. Imo, you're a survivor. Oh, Dindari, SpongeBob. I watched SpongeBob a lot as well. Yeah. And the wild thornberries. Nigel. I remember that. Oh, man, that was so much fun. Powerpuff Girls? I didn't watch much Powerpuff Girls, Marina. Woody the Woodpecker. Oh, that rings a bell. I remember the character, but I don't remember the show that well. Buttercup, best girl for you, Kaimo. Oh, Dindari, you had a weekly magazine about DuckTales? Yeah, the life story of Scrooge McDuck. It's a big deal here in Finland. A lot of Finnish people credit the high literacy to Donald Duck. Because for some reason, the Donald Duck comics, in Finnish it's called Aku Ankka. And they just took off. And the kids, they get their Donald Duck comic book, a physical copy, in the mail every Tuesday or whatever day it gets delivered. And then the kids will like fight over who gets to read it first. And it was like, I didn't have anything like any equivalent to that as a kid. But it's like, it's still a big deal here in Finland. People get their Donald Duck books. But yeah. Am I in the US? Oh, wait, are you not referring to me, Jay? Someone else, yeah. In Finland, there's naming rules. Yes, I wrote an article about that. It hasn't been published yet. But yeah, we have rules here in Finland about what you can name your children. I love, actually, one of my all-time favorite subreddit I just discovered a few like weeks or months ago, called Tragedy. Except tragedy is spelled with a D-E-I-G-H, like tragedy. And it's about all the stories that people have of their relatives trying to name their children, like horrible names, and then asking for advice on how to try and convince their relative not to name their kid this like really weird spellings, and like, oh, like they're out of some fantasy novel, you know. But yeah, Dindari, there is a list of allowed names, but you can apply for a name to be approved. But there are certain rules that have to be followed, and you can't just pick any name that exists in the world, unless you have to have like a connection to it. Like if it's like if you moved to Finland from abroad, you can name your kids in your like native language, basically, you know. But even then, there's rules. They might check to make sure that the name is a real name and you're not naming them something horrible and just in your own language, you know. Like there's a lot of. But actually, it's funny in Finnish, people name their kids in with Finnish nature names in a way that's not as common in English. Like in English, you know, like was it some celebrity named their kid Apple, and that sounds really weird in English, but in Finnish it wouldn't be as bad. I mean, maybe apple is a bit bad, even in Finnish. Omena. I don't think I've met an omena in my life, but there's more freedom for nature names for children, like snow, sky. I guess I mean these might be in English as well, but it's more common I feel like for people just to have really simple nature names here. But that a lot of that that goes back to like the turn of the century and like the late 1800s and the national romantic movement and the revival of the Finnish language, and there was a big emphasis on like what is it, embracing Finnishness in Finland, because for all of Finland's history up until 1917, Finland was ruled by Sweden and Russia. Anyways, uh, you absolutely credit your reading hobby to Donald Duck, Dindary, one of the best things in your childhood. And that was in Germany. I haven't heard that's also a thing in Germany. But yeah. All right, Marina. Oh yeah, enjoy the football match. Was it against Japan? Brazil, Japan? I've been watching the highlights for a lot of these. Yeah. All right. Okay, wait. Sorry. I do enjoy hanging out with you guys in chat. So I like to pause, read chat for a bit. Sorry if it slows down the experience for some of you guys. 21,000 from all that catfish. That's crazy. So just for the record, in my spreadsheet, I budgeted 7,000 per day. Like that was I was like on average I'll probably catch about 7,000 worth. But because we've gotten the bait maker in all these rain days, we're able to catch over 20,000 worth of just of catfish. I mean, the other fish are just rounding errors, you know, like that doesn't mean anything. It's all about this. And we actually, I mean, we technically caught more. I'm just saving, I keep a few in reserve for bait. All right. Today is a big day. Perturbed spirits. It'll be sun. I was like, is it gonna rain again? That would be crazy. All right. The plan is to go to the mountain and we just fish at the mountain all day. Well, not all day. We take our resources. Oh, wait, let me check this. We fish until 7 p.m. Then we come home, we harvest our crops, we water them, and we also set up our preserves jars. But where am I going to put the preserves jars? I can't put them inside. There's no space. Maybe I can fit them over on this area, or maybe down the right side. Maybe down the right side. I don't know. Hey. Grandpa Bob. Oh yeah, by the way, who is Grandpa Bob's mom? Who are his parents? Because we had the mom and dad established for Granny Fern. Her parents were the witch and the wizard. We haven't established Grandpa Bob's parents, but apparently he's getting a cake from them. Or maybe because he's been married to Granny for so long, like maybe his parents have already died, but Granny's parents, he just refers to them as mom and dad as well, right? They're his in-laws, but they're basically his parents as well. And especially the witch, because she's been taking care of him, you know, all these years after he got terminally ill and then had the Junimo blood magic ritual go sideways, and he was transformed into a goblin, and she adopted him as her henchman. So he's been living under her care. So this cake, let's say it did come from the witch. And you know, she's adopted him. She loves him. He's, you know, special. Oh man. Amber, you're the 4th generation on your dad's side where women are named after colors. Although, to be fair though, Amber, I don't think of amber as a color. It is a color, but I think of it first as an object, right? It's the resin sap from a tree. You say no rain, I immediately think blind melon. Wait, what is that referring to, Kaimo? But amber, it goes pearl, ruby, violet, and now amber. Hey, Aria, what's up? Welcome in. New subscriber. Do you interact with the chat? Yes. I would say obnoxiously so. Like, I play pretty... I can't multitask. So if I'm reading chat, I pause the game because I can't. Yeah. But yeah, feel free to chat, and I'll try to respond. It might take sometimes because I don't multitask, or... Yeah, I can't multitask. So I might not read your chat message until like 5 to 15 minutes later. That happens occasionally, but I try to keep on top of it. Yeah, his parents you feel like would be random people from Zuzu City or something, not anyone that we know as characters, yeah. But yes. No Rain is a song by Blind Melon. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with Blind Melon. They're a band. But, okay. Shoot, I had decided what we were going to do. We need to bring our resources. I might as well bring this stuff up there as well. Should I bring iridium? I was thinking earlier today, I didn't have the time, but I need to do a test in my spreadsheet to determine what is the optimal point at which I switch from preserves jars to kegs. Because if I know that, then I might start tapping my oak trees sooner. Because because we're the whole point of doing all of this is so that we can get enough resources for kegs at the end of year 1 anyway. So if we make some extra in advance, that should be fine. And the problem though is that the kegs don't add much value on vegetables, and the fall crop that we are going to be growing is a vegetable, a pumpkin, right? The kegs would add a lot of value for the melons. So I'm wondering if I should save the melons for kegging. And we might have so many pumpkins anyway that we keg and jar them. you know, because we just won't have, because there just isn't enough time to keg everything, right? Because a keg takes a full week, whereas a jar takes only 3 days. Anyways, I digress. Okay. I think we've got everything we need, I believe. I don't want to have to reset this day. So wait, let me just double check. I do have food. I might eat this pink cake. And this the dress spinner, should I use those for the largemouth to try and get more fish more quickly? Or do I want to save those? I mean, the only reason I would not use them, I should use them. I'm going to bring them. All right. Oh yeah, the bait maker. God, if I forgot the bait maker, that'd be so sad. Bring all the trash as well. And I think that's all we need. It's probably good to keep these chub here as backup energy in case I come home and I don't have any energy and I need to do some farming and whatnot. So I'll always have some food on the farm. That's good. Yeah. Do I support any teams in the World Cup? Well, I mean, I do support my home team, the US of A. But no, I don't have. I do watch them a little bit. I do watch some of the games a little bit, and I tend to root for the underdog. It's just because I think it makes for a more interesting and fun game. But yeah. All right, let's go. We've got some beach forage. There's no time for that. It is hilarious that I'm so, what's the word? Optimal's not the right way to describe the way I play, but I am so cutthroat. Or I don't know, I'm trying not to be too cutthroat and like reset. You know, I'm not resetting the day and doing crazy shenanigans like that. Wait, okay. Yes. Oh no. That was a bad move. Now I can't access the chest at the bottom. It's fine though. I did that because I thought it would save me some time. We'll move it again. It'll be fine. All right. Oh, we also need... Oh, whatever. We'll just fish real quick. I don't have the largemouth bait. I thought that was a smart move because it would save me time refilling the charcoal kiln, but now it blocked me from 2 objects that I need. But it only takes 30 minutes in game for that process, so... Alright. See, yeah. I need, Dude, this is all the wood! That's what I needed! Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and try and put a few things away. Oh wait, where's my largemouth bait? Oh, it's here. I didn't even notice it. Okay. Oh my goodness. And let's also put the spinner on there. I'm debating how I want to set this up. Here, watch this. Okay, wait. Let me pause it. I can pause it with the menu off. Okay. The only reason I'm not putting stuff up here is because Sebastian comes out. Sebastian will come out in the evening and he will walk into things. But I should be long gone before he comes out. So I'm actually going to move. I'm going to put my charcoal kiln here, and maybe I'm also going to move this. Let me just think. Like right there. So yeah, we need to purchase a lot more. A lot more stone. We need 50 wood. Oh, I should be processing my trash as well. Oh, I don't have the trap bobber on. I'm not used to seeing the fishing bar go down so quickly. Hey, that's pretty decent luck there. But yeah. But Arya, your nation's not in the World Cup. What nation? Oh, from India. Cool. Toots your own horn, Kaimo. Ruth Rain is technically a completely new name you invented. It combines Ruth and Rain and means to rule with compassion. A compassionate ruler. I was thinking almost that it was like it was to reign with ruthlessness. Because if you think about Ruth, we don't say Ruth like ruthful, but you can be ruthless, but you can't be ruthful, right? Although Ruth is already a name from the Bible, right? But yeah, football isn't that big in Finland. Yeah, hockey's the big thing, but Finnish fans still get up for football. But yeah. Yeah, oh, there's a bunch of Finnish players on your NHL team, Amber. That's right. Yeah. A lot of Finns go play in the NHL. Ruthful actually is a word, Tyler. I mean, it's an obscure word. Come on. Come on. Okay, I need to recycle. And I'm going to make some more bait. And I'm going to do this. See, this is why we just can't do all of this. Like, while catfish farming or fishing, we can't do that. It's just too much stuff to keep track of. Ah, that should have been a perfect. Oh, I should have used the silver largemouth. Ah! He tricked me! He tricked me! Alright, what is all this? Yeah. Let me just get this sort of in order. So actually, we need to go to Robin. And I need to calculate. I need to calculate how much we need to purchase. Oh, whoops. Let's just take a look. Okay. Oh, wait. Here. Spring 22. I budgeted 32 preserves jars. And so just in terms of wood, that's 50. So 32 times 50. 1,600 wood. Raw wood. And wait, 32 times 8 is 256 coal. We do not have that much, right? Here, let's take a look. How much do we have? We're basically 100 short. So we need 800 wood to process all of that, of which we have 454 wood. But then, for the stone, we need 1,280. Let me wait. That 1,280 alone is 25,000. Wait, how many coins do we have? We have 66,000. Which is very close to what we estimated. Look at that. How did that happen? Because I feel like we should have way more than that. What did we spend all the money on? I guess technically we already have a bunch of wood and we've already been processing. So we don't need... Yeah, okay. Because we already have so much coal, right? But hold on, let me catch up on chat. What are you up to over here? Is this just gonna be fish catching sim? Not that it's bad, Aria. I wish if only it was that easy. This is the Grandpa Challenge. We cannot take a single hit point of damage or we reset the file. So the reason we're doing all the fishing is so that we get lots of money for year 1. And I can just purchase everything that I need at the end of year 1. And then, because I want to go get the galaxy sword from the quarry. Well, I want to go get a prismatic shard from the quarry, get a galaxy sword, to get the galaxy hammer, and then upgrade everything so that then before we even begin to do the monster eradication goals, we have like maxed out everything. Because I just don't want to take any chances. I want to be able to one-shot everything. So yeah, and I wish it was also, if it was just the mines and Skull Cavern, it would be manageable. But we are dealing with the volcano. And the volcano requires you to actually run through the level to get to the top. And we have to get to the top of the volcano to collect all the golden walnuts. And I'm not doing perfection waivers. I'm not purchasing walnuts from the golden parrot. We have to do it honest to God, old school perfection. I think Joja could be allowed because that's early enough and it doesn't really change the challenge that much. But I haven't fully decided if we're going to be purchasing any Joja, whatever, community improvements. But yes, to answer your question, right now it's a lot of fishing, but we won't be fishing the whole time. But yeah. Do the 100% means perfection or Steam 100%? No, 100% perfection in the game. So the perfection tracker. Yes. Yeah, yeah. Jay says, Suomessa on paljon koivuja. That in Finnish means there are many birch trees in Finland. How did I lose the last run, Aria? So the first 4 runs all ended because I approached it very differently. We did not do any fishing. I thought that maybe I could get down to floor 40 and we could just start farming iron. But it turns out just even getting down to floor 40 is really difficult to do without taking any damage, especially when you have just the rusty sword. So with the first 4 attempts all failed. And then I decided on this 5th attempt, no, we're going to go hardcore. We're going to treat this like this is our only attempt. You know, so that's why we're playing this way. We're playing a lot more carefully. But anyways, okay, wait. Let me decide how much wood do I need to get? Obviously, we don't need the 4,000. We need 32 times 50. That was the 1,600. And then we need, yeah, 1,600 plus like another 800. But we have 450. So plus 350. We'll round up. We'll say 2,000. We need 2,000 wood from Robin. So that's 20,000. And that, yeah, actually that saves a lot of money. So yeah, actually we did make more. It's just that we went to Robin and spent a lot on wood that I don't think is I haven't recorded on here. But yeah, so that, and then we'll just buy all the stone. Let me just, and that's another 25,000. So that's like 45,000. So 2,000 wood, 2 stacks of wood, and 1280 of stone. And then we'll just see how many preserves jars we can get. I wonder if we could make another kiln. But the kiln requires copper, right? 2 copper bars. That might actually be worth it now that I think about it. 2 copper bars. We can make 2 copper bars. We have the furnaces and we've got the ore. And this could double our kiln whatever production going forward. That's probably a good idea. But let's just make sure we've got, yeah, we got this. Might just put them over here. Okay. Wait. What if Robin's not working today? All right. So yeah, we need, I'll just, you can buy a full stack if you press Command Shift 1. I think. Let me try this. Boom. No, that didn't work. Or is it Control Shift 1? There we go. Yes. I'll get another. And then I'll get a little extra. I feel like we're going to need the extra anyway. All right, so let's get then also... Actually, we don't have enough inventory space. Hold on, watch. This is how I'm going to deal with the inventory. And wait, how much was it? Let me take a look. We needed 1280. Oh wait, we might already have some. I probably left some in the chest, right? But it's fine. We'll just buy a little extra. We'll go 300. There we go. Look at that. All right, we just need to... Oh wait, we can't make the preserves jars because it's farming level 4. Well, it's fine. We have to wait till tomorrow anyway. Like, I mean, we'd have to wait. Okay, my logic is if you fill your preserves jar up in the evening, it doesn't matter. It's the same as actually filling it up the next morning because of the way the time works. It would finish in the middle of the night. So so it'll be ready first thing the next whatever, like 3 or 4 days later. But anyways, all right. See you later, Amber. You're washing some dishes, Jay. You're having a no mines run is you don't realize how much you rely on the mines for getting stone, right? And how much stone you need in the early game. Yes, that's why I'm trying to purchase everything now in year 1. You refuse to buy too much of it? Oh, you do? Okay, in the hilltop farm, you have the small quarry area as well. That could help you. But I just feel like the quarry, it doesn't refill fast enough. So it wasn't, you might as well just buy what you need from Robin. All right, so all of this was kind of silly. You know. Oh wait, I want to make the I didn't make another kiln, did I? Yeah. Let's make the kiln. Put this away. All right. There we go. Maybe maybe I should go buy more. We'll be able to make the preserves jars first thing tomorrow morning. Which is why I'm thinking maybe I should just go buy more. It is tempting now that I think about it. Like, I only bought enough just for the 32. But hold on, let's take a look at what was that spreadsheet? What were we doing in here, right? So we spent enough to get for these 32. Oh, we do need to get our copper axe upgrade as well. But yeah, we'll have to go buy some more copper for that. The preserves jars. If we were to make 12 more, we will, that's 25,000, and we currently only have 20,000. For the copper axe upgrade, it costs whatever, 3,000 or 4,000. So we have, let's say, 16,000 that we could spend. We can make some more. So like one preserves jar cost how much? 2,100. So we could make 7 more. I'm just thinking, I'm debating in my head if it's worth it to get more, to just keep processing. Though I think that, yeah, actually it probably doesn't matter because the hard cap right now is the amount of coal that we have, right? So whether we purchase it today or in a couple days, either way, I don't think we're going to have enough preserves jars. Like I'm sorry, we won't have exhausted what we already purchased. That's what I'm trying to say. It'll take a while before we exhaust all of that. So I'm thinking, actually, can I make another charcoal kiln? I can make several. I can't help it. Maybe I should go buy some more wood. Right? We're gonna need the wood anyway, right? I might as well just go buy it. Okay. Should we just buy another stack of wood? Let's do it. We're gonna need it eventually. But not more. And maybe I'll buy a little more stone. Just to be on the safe side. All right, thank you. By the way, we're missing out on some largemouth bass, but it's such a small amount. All right. Oh, this is awesome. Yes. Yes. Haha, yes. All right, see you later, Aria. Thanks for dropping by. You can get dwarf scrolls from the monsters on the farm. That's interesting. Should I make another charcoal kiln? Why not? We're going to purchase more copper anyway. Tomorrow. One more. But we have to move these, which is really annoying. Oh, meant to get... The copper upgrade's only 2,000. Oh. Grave Seasons? Oh, I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check that out, Kaimo. A new game coming out. What's it about? Why are you so hyped for it? That's a perfect largemouth. Hey, 27, what's up? Welcome in. How are you doing? Okay. I wish I'd brought my, like a hoe or like a pickaxe. And I need to move all these machines before 7. Jay, you started eating serpents on your farm? On the wilderness farm? Oh my god. I'm so glad I didn't pick that farm. At least not for this challenge. That's too hardcore. Oh, look at that. That cake just filled us up. And we need it because we have a lot of watering to do. I might leave a little early, just to make sure we get our watering in. I might even take the charcoal kilns home. I think I'm going to go home at 5. Because I think we just might need the extra time. I don't know how long it's going to take. I just don't want to risk it. Ah, I messed up. My character doesn't look like an old grandpa because he's wearing his hat. I gotta take the hat off. We gotta take it off. We'll even take it off. We'll keep it on right now while he's fishing, but... Alright, at 5 p.m. I'm gonna start picking everything up and leaving. Alright, that's good. I'll try to leave some trash here. But, okay, all the things I'll bring home. I'll bring home this. Yeah, that's probably fine to bring home. We do need that bait. I'll leave this wood here. I know because we need to keep... Well, if we're going to process, if I go home and keep processing, then yeah. Ah! Alright, I'm going to leave the bait maker. But I'm going to take all this home. Oh, I should have left the bait. Whatever, it's fine. We'll probably be coming back here anyways. This is kind of a crazy day because we have to harvest. I just feel like there's so much we got to do. My normal tools. I feel normal again. I feel like I can breathe. Oh yeah, but let's also take the hat. And we'll just throw that in there. I guess I'll harvest. I'll harvest everything Yeah, we started out with farming level 1. Let's see if I missed a spot. There and there. If you're red-green colorblind, is it difficult to see this? Because I feel like, even for me, I'm like, man, it's easy to miss one, you know? But I'm not red-green colorblind. Okay. I guess... No, I don't want to harvest this stuff yet, because it's just going to take forever. So we did get... Okay, farming level 4. Good. That's what we needed. Oh, that's... I did not know you could do that! You can fill up at the fish pond. I'm so glad he coded that into the game. The fish pond counts as a water source. What the? That was weird. Okay, this, out of control. Okay. Alright, we got some trees here. Alright. I guess I might as well. Harvest these. But I actually almost have all the coal that I need. What was it? It was, yeah, 32 times 8. Is that 240? No, the 32 times 8 is 256. Okay. We also need to... I don't know, start... Alright. What would go in here? I feel like I probably have a lot of... Oh yeah, artifacts and stuff. Let's take these out. I'll put artifacts over here. I didn't bring any food. I put it all away. So I thought, yeah, this is what I would eat. Actually, well, I'm not gonna do too much more. All right. Wait, I think there was one missing over on this side. Yeah. I want to use as many. I don't mind going to sleep a bit later today. Should I? We'll stay up. But only till 1:30. And then we run to bed. Pet the dog. Go to sleep. Good. So we got level 2 farming. We got level 3 farming. And level 4 farming. Hell yeah. And we'll definitely go for tiller. Crops were 10% more. And that'll lead into agriculturalist. There we go. And wow, we made more money than I expected. 6,000 just off of the largemouth. Okay. Wait, let me catch up with you guys here in chat. Why didn't you harvest the crops? Missed a lot of past streams for this info. So the reason we didn't harvest the crops in the morning, Dindary, is that largemouth bass are only available from 6 a.m. till 7 p.m. So it makes more sense to fish in the morning until 7 and then go home and water the crops. Yeah. Oh, but never mind. Okay, so you understand now. Sorry. Well, I explained it anyways. Grandpa has acquired a trick for meeting new people. He's got Alzheimer's, you know? Hey, he's a glass half full kind of guy. Maybe that's why he's lacking relationships with everyone in town, because even though he tries, he keeps forgetting the people. That is funny. But I feel like in terms of lore, that's going to be difficult to roleplay. You know, like, he just forgets everybody. That'd be, I don't know. At some point, he will get to know everyone, all right? At some point, we will start building relationships, but that's just not a priority right now. Okay, let's go ahead. We can craft... We almost have... We almost have enough. Wow. I'm actually really impressed that... Oops. Yeah, where do I want to set these up? I hadn't decided. I mean, there is this central... Hold on, let me click away. There is this central area. Like, we could have them going down in rows like this. The problem with that is it blocks the middle path. So if I'm like, if I want to run across, maybe I'd have to leave some spaces, but then... I guess I could leave a few spaces. The other option... I could set them up along this end. It's just that there's so much debris down here. I do kind of like the central aisle. We can have a pathway that goes down. Kegs, or not kegs, but jars. And I guess I will leave maybe a few openings here and there. Maybe we'll leave this path where the scarecrow is, in case we need to run across. By the way, wait, what is this over here? Oh, that was the dog. I thought it was a crow. I thought it was like, oh my god, frickin' crow. Okay, wait, let's also shoot. We're gonna jar the... Oh, wow. We don't even need to jar any of the strawberries yet, because we have this much row. The legend and the catfish. Might as well keep the bait on there. But all this other row, it's going to have to be processed after. And yeah, lots of strawberries. We do need to sell one strawberry at least, right? Because we gotta do our collections. We haven't shipped any from our collections. That seems pretty good. There we go. There. Let's get these trees out of the way. Okay. Now I need to okay, pause for a second. Let's take a look at our spreadsheet. Where were we? So I'm very proud. I mean, we made just enough charcoal kilns to be able to do this, but we managed it. Um, we still need to purchase some more materials. So we have to keep fishing. Um, wait, what is today? Today is the 23rd. Okay, so we did the 32 here. Um, so I need to actually go and get the copper ore now to process in order to get the copper axe upgrade. Because it's the 23rd. I want to do the copper axe upgrade on the 24th. One option is we just fish at the river. We have our 2 furnaces. We just run the furnaces with the copper. And then we just get the axe upgrade before before he closes. And that'll get us like an extra day just in case. Because we'll be a day behind. So like my original spreadsheet was like, so actually it does make sense to purchase all the materials on the 22nd, but we don't start. Yeah, I can't start jarring till spring 23. Level 4 farming reward. Something like that. So because we can't start jarring till spring 23, that then means we won't be able to do our next. Wait, preserves jars 23, 24, 25, 26. Actually, we will be able to do everything on the 26th. 27, 28, 1. So actually, yeah, this jam won't be ready. So this is more like, it should just be like summer 1, like this. Yeah, that's all. So if we're going to do jam, and it won't be strawberry jam. Maybe we'll do some strawberry jam. But actually, on this particular day, it's going to just be catfish roe. Um, I just realized I have some dependencies later down with the. So we'll change. We'll just go legend, not legendary. Legendary. Or it's actually like aged legendary row and aged catfish row, right? And we should have 4 of the legendary row, and then what was it? I guess there will be 28 because we made 32. And do I feel like looking up all of that right now? Not really. So, oh yeah. Oh yeah, it does show here. Yeah, the aged row is 260. And then it's somewhere on, it's like 5,000 for the Yeah, 5,060. There we go. So actually, strawberry jam will be 0 because we're not doing any of that. Because the catfish row. Wait. For some reason, I have 290 for the strawberry jam. How did I make this mistake? It's 290 for the strawberry jam. I thought the catfish row was worth more than the strawberry jam. It's only 260? I thought it was the base price times 2. Hold on. Aged row is 2 times the row price. And the row, oh, maybe I did the calculation. Wait, the row is 30 plus the base fish price divided by 2. I just did the math incorrectly somehow. It's fine though. It's a rounding error. It doesn't really make a big difference. So we should have gone with the strawberry row. I thought catfish row was going to be better, but I guess we could still reset the day if we were really hardcore about it, but I think it's fine. All right, Dindari. Hey, thanks for dropping by. Your kid's asleep. Gonna play Grounded 2 with your husband? Oh, nice. I've heard that's a fun game. All right. Let's hop back in. So the goal today is actually... We have some coal. I will leave most of my stuff here. We watered everything. Oh, I feel so stupid. We had a legend row sitting here the whole time, and I didn't put it in a preserves jar. I would make another one, but I'm missing a coal. Fine, I'll do it. Slight inefficiency. But our main goal is just to get this will add 5,000 coins in a few days. So I think it's worth it to make an extra preserves jar just for this purpose. Go. We have to do it in the morning, because if we wait till the evening, it won't be synced up with all our other... That's annoying, but... Alright. Oh, wait. I do need to make sure we have enough time, because it'll take us... It'll take us a little while. There's a lot of forage around. Do I need more iron? Yeah, there we go. Oh, too far. I forgot to bring the axe. Let's run home and get it. We have 3 hours. It only takes us maybe an hour to get home. Hey, mistakes happen. You could argue that we just upgrade it tomorrow. And we just take the rest of the day to do whatever, you know? But yeah, I think this will probably be my last day for the stream. I feel like we've made some good progress. We still made it back in time. That's the important thing. We don't have to reset the day. All right, copper axe. I might just forage. There was so much forage sitting around. I'm gonna just go for that. How much space? We got space. I'm gonna run down to the beach. Let's see what we got on the beach. Oh, lots of good forage. Hey, Elliot. There wasn't anything up here, right? Ah! How did he see? I don't care, Lewis. I don't even know why I'm running back over here. I guess we could fish for a little bit. We could fish till 7. I should probably... I was thinking we should probably start processing some of the iron, right? Oh yeah, we do have a lot of iron. I don't have this much gold. That's crazy. That'll be really useful for the quality sprinklers, because that's a huge expense. Wait a minute. If we need 28 quality sprinklers times 5 gold ore each, we need 140 gold ore. That's more than half of all our gold ore just from fishing. I feel like that's incredibly lucky. Did I get them all? I might have missed one of the charcoal kilns by... I was trying to get them all by 5:30, but I might have missed one. Let's see. Yep, I missed one. Uh-oh. Sebastian's coming. We better move our stuff. Oh man, it's crazy. All right, what all do I actually want to bring home? Definitely, I'm gonna start processing with our furnaces at home. I feel like that's a good idea. We'll start processing through some of our iron at home. I wonder if I should use... Well, actually, it's fine. It's all good. Okay, let's see. What else do I want to bring home right now? I can leave the refined quartz here. Um, oh, but I do want to maybe leave a little space. I can leave behind a few things here. Okay. And the charcoal kilns, I'll bring those home as well. Just because right now is kind of a critical time. So we just need to be processing as much as we can. Hey, new achievement. Old Mariner. We get a snail. That's nice. I did water everything, right? Has this been watered? No, it hasn't. Well, I'm glad I caught that. For some reason in my mind I was like, oh, it all looks the same, you know? I don't want to throw it in there. I just want to eat it. Ah, perfect timing. I should have maybe left some space there as well. And we're running through all of our wood. We need to go buy more. All right. I'm going to sell these, but keep everything else. Oh, I could even sell... Let me just double check. We have sold these. I do want to sell one of each. Like this. Wait, why do I have the anchor in there? That doesn't make sense. It goes in here. All right, one of each of the crops. And then we could very easily... Do I need to save the leeks? I should, because doesn't George ask for leeks later? All right, so we'll sell these spring seeds. One of each of these for the shipping. The shipping bin collection. And then we'll sell, yeah, a largemouth that we caught and these sunfish. And that should be good. All right. It's 9 p.m. It's perfect. 9 p.m. my time, that is. I usually try to end the stream around this time, but it always ends up going like 20 minutes, 30 minutes over. All right. There we go. Now, that didn't make as much money as I thought it would. Why did I think spring seeds would be worth more, but... That's all. We didn't really do much, like, of... we didn't really, like, make money today, that is. It was mostly just kind of cleaning up, doing things. What's our weather for tomorrow? It'll be sunny. See what our fortune is. Good humor. Yeah. Well, there we go. The farm is coming together. We'll have enough iron bars now. Right? So we can upgrade our axe whenever it's ready. The next day it'll be ready. We just need to sort of calculate. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, crafting. We've crafted 33 preserves jars. And I want to craft... I was going to try to make 44. But, I don't know, maybe we can make even more. why not, right? We might be able to make even more. Especially if the preserves... when we get all that aged roe, we can go to Pierre and sell the aged roe, and then go to Robin and purchase the rest of the materials that we need. So we could spend our money first on... well, I don't know. I was going to say we could spend most of our money on wood so we can keep processing it into coal, right? And then on the 26th, then we go and purchase the rest of the wood and the stone that we need to make more preserves jars. But I am curious to think about when I should prioritize making tappers, right? And really start processing lots of copper. Because... let me show you guys. Over here in my craftables, like one keg. Yeah, okay, one keg costs only 1625 goins to craft. Compare that to a preserves jar. It's actually more expensive for us to make preserves jars. The problem with the kegs is that we have to first make tappers. And tappers are expensive, right? Tappers are $13.50. And then we have to wait for the tappers to produce the oak resin. But at some point, we do need to prioritize them. Because I do want to transition to kegs sooner rather than later. Speaking of which, I want to see... so if we look at the melon... the melon is $5.50 if we go preserves jar. It's $7.50 as a wine, right? So it's 200 goins more. I mean, that could add up. The pumpkin's not going to have as much of a boost because the vegetables don't benefit as much from the keg. Right? See, yeah, look, the difference here is very small. And we're just, I don't think it's really that feasible for us to make that many kegs for melons. We could set up a lot of kegs for pumpkins. I have to think about it. I do want to get some kegs going. Maybe. I don't know. It still might be worth it because we're going to be growing so many pumpkins, by the way. Here, I'll show you. So summer, we're going to have a lot of melons. I'm probably going to purchase more than this. We won't have the quality sprinkler, so I might just plant the entire thing. So it'll be over 200 melons. But in fall, it's going to go crazy. We're going to have over nearly 400 pumpkins all at once. And then we're going to go back and we're going to do like another 400. This is going to be crazy. Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for following along with another episode of the Stardew Valley Grandpa Challenge. I don't know. What else can I say about this? I feel like we're making a lot of good progress. We're going to get the farming level 6 here pretty soon, which will unlock the quality sprinkler. Yeah, I'm feeling happy with this. Oh, we even have some green beans to harvest. Our collection's kind of coming together. How are we ever going to get a cave carrot? Oh my gosh. I guess we will just go and I can dig in the mines. That's probably the best way to do it. We just reset a floor to make sure there's no enemies. And then we just go down and till the soil. And if an enemy spawns on the screen, we just reset the day. We just reset. But yeah. Oh, yeah, I haven't even been spending time checking the beach for forage. The beach is such a good farm if you're like really casual. You know, and you're like, oh, sprinklers. Who needs sprinklers? Who needs money? I'm just gonna spend half my day running around grabbing 3 seaweed. You know, this is optimal gameplay for me. Like, look, there's nothing. I guess the crates must despawn if you don't pick them up, right? Because look at that. We don't have a single crate. Oh well. Whatever the case, it's good. It's all fine. It's all good. Yeah. We'll pick this back up maybe on Wednesday. Because yeah, tomorrow I do my Learn Finish with Me live stream. You're welcome to join for that if you want to see me suffer. But yeah, we'll continue with the challenge. But hey, Stacy, pretty sure they stay the whole month or season. Oh, the crates. Really? They do stay? Because I was like, I thought we've only had 1 crate the whole time. That's why I was kind of surprised. It's been it's been long enough. Oh, wow. I didn't plan for that. The flower dance. I am so glad we are upgrading. We started upgrading the axe yesterday. Because we would be starting a day late if we put it in today. So yeah, wow. Well, that's good. I guess we'll get it back a day later than expected because it's a festival day, so Clint won't be working on it. But yeah. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your Monday, a good start to your week. And yeah, hope to see you in the next episode of the Stardew Valley Grandpa Challenge. This is Grandpa Bob signing out. Goodbye.